Bottled water is everywhere these days, but you might be surprised to learn that the business has always been fiercely competitive, especially in Hot Springs, where many companies have come and gone. In this edition of All About Arkansas, we profile the bottler that's been around the longest and is still growing around the world. Steve Powell takes us to the source of Mountain Valley spring water.
This landmark building on Central Avenue is headquarters and visitor center for one of the state's most enduring success stories. Mountain Valley Spring Water survives well over a century after they sold their first bottle. All of its early competition has long since evaporated. Times have changed. The water hasn't.
The Mountain Valley water you drink today is coming out of the exact same source that it came out of 137 years ago.
Breck Speed is the CEO of H2O around here. He's headed the business since 2004 and is happy to give you a watered-down version of the company's storied history.
Mountain Valley is the longest continually operating bottled water company in the United States, and we're just the latest caretakers of this wonderful legacy.
That legacy was started by a pharmacist, Peter Green, who distributed Mountain Valley nationally in 1871. And if that sounds like a long time ago, it's nothing compared to the age of what went into the bottle.
The water that falls on the property that becomes the spring water eventually takes the geologist's estimate up to 3,000 years to get to the aquifer.
Hard to believe that water 3 millennia old could taste so fresh. But that's what comes from this mountain, just a 10-minute drive from downtown Hot Springs. In the beginning, they had to build a business from the ground up, right over the spring.
The water comes out of the ground perfect, and we try not to screw it up.
But they do bottle it up and screw the lids on before boxing it and shipping it around the world. They say you can taste the difference. Right now, you can hear the difference. Mountain Valley is virtually the only bottled water company left in America that still puts some of its product in glass containers.
There's many people that swear that it tastes different in glass, but I think it just makes a really nice bubbly sound when it bubbles on the water cooler in glass.
What's mostly bubbling over these days are sales.
Since I got started in the bottled water business 20 years ago, it was just $800 million in sales total, and then in 2007 it was over $12 billion in sales, and it's become the #2 leading beverage consumed by Americans.
That's ahead of such staples as milk and beer. And believe it or not, the bottled water business may still yet have some untapped potential.
Internationally now, Americans are still way below per capita consumption.
The company's success can't be measured by its liquid assets alone. Check out the notable thirst quenched by that little green bottle. Sinatra, Lennon, and Elvis drank Mountain Valley, this bottle a gift from Graceland. 13 presidents, all the way back to old Calvin Coolidge, had more than a bottle or two.
And then other famous Americans like Secretariat.
Yes, trainers used to swear their horses ran faster after a bucket of Mountain Valley. In fact, folks used to think this water could fix just about anything that ailed you. Mountain
Valley, like others, would claim to cure all different kinds of ailments of the kidney and liver and some diseases. It has calcium in it and iron and manganese, good useful minerals for the body, but it wasn't going to cure cancer.
These days, we know it will still cure a powerful thirst, and it's a healthier alternative than most anything else. As this river of bottles would suggest, the company looks pretty healthy too, if you can measure success by the gallon. Steve Powell, All About Arkansas.
Seeing all that water made me thirsty. The headquarters and visitor center on Central Avenue was originally built in 1910 and is home to another bit of beverage history. The very first Pepsi Cola in Arkansas was bottled in the basement. Mountain Valley does offer tours of the bottling plant. You can contact the visitor center for more information on that.